Hello everyone, this is the Seamus Yardsley on Pirate101, and today I am going to show you one of the best trainers in the game over in Devilfish Hollow, and why I think that these three trainers are the best trainers in the game. So, a little bit of context. In order to access these trainers, you need to sail the Devilfish Hollow. Right now, I'm showing you how exactly to sail there. Now, it doesn't matter what kind of a pirate you start out with, because they all offer the same epics, which I'm about to show you in a second. The interesting thing about these three trainers is that every hour, the trainer switches from, let's say, for example, the melee trainer to the witch doctor trainer, and then from witch doctor trainer to the musketeer trainer, and so on and so forth. So you really need to time when exactly you go see these specific trainers in order to learn these special epics. So I'm going to show you this path real quick. You go into Corsair's Cove, right? Corsair's channel, my apologies. You go into here. I'm gonna keep the speed on. And then right over here, you see this little landing over here. This is where Devilfish Hollow is. You're gonna dock there, and you're gonna follow me. Alright, so once you get in through the cave entrance, it's gonna spawn you in a new place. Just go down the ladder and do your very best to avoid all the enemies that show up here, because they can get in the way. In fact, you might need to fight the Capones. Oh, Katipo, my bad. You're gonna have to fight the Katipo just to get through here, but this is the only mandatory fight you need to do. So I'm gonna pause recording, and then when I'm done, we will cut to after the fight. Okay, there we go. Let's just grab the rewards and skedaddle. Alright. Once you get past the Katibos, there will be a bunch of Troggies in the way next. Now, the Troggies you can actually sidestep and dodge very easily. And finally, you're gonna have to find your way past the cutthroats over here, which is going to be a little tricky, but as long as you stick to the sides and then wait for an opening in the center. Oh, I just barely made it. Ooh. Thank gosh. Okay, so once you get through there, you're gonna stick to the sides again, go all the way around here, and right over here, yep, there it is. There's the trapdoor. We're gonna go in it right now so we can take a look at the first trainer, first NPC.
Pirate, there are things I can teach you if you wish to learn, but hurry. I must leave this place soon.
Alright, so the Lost Hoplite is the, or is it Hoplite? Hoplite? Leave your, opinions on how to pronounce that in the comments, but anyways, this skeleton over here teaches the melee variety of skills. So, if you are a swashbuckler, you get easy access to flanking 1 and flanking 2. Just note that these both require a practice point, and anyone can get these, but you do need stabby 2 in order to get flanking. For cheap shot, Privateers, I know a lot of people say privateers, but I call them privateers. Privateers get easy access to cheap shot because of slashy weapons. Cheap shot and flanking are not great, but if you want to fit them onto a build, then this is where you get them. But most people are going to come here for Relentless. Buccaneers get easy access to this with smashy weapons too. And as long as anyone trains up to this much in the Buccaneer school over at Avery's Court on Skull Island, then you gain access to Relentless 1 and only requires 1 practice point. It's sad we can't get Relentless 2, but if we did, that would be a little bit busted. So there we go, that's the Lost Hoplite. Now we're going to wait a short while, and I'm going to pause the video. When I return, it should be the next trainer. Alright. Alright everyone, I'm back. So, now that we've waited a while, let's see who's in here now.
You picked a good time to wander down here, young pirate. I've much I can teach you, if you dare.
So here's Kuro Tadori. This is the Witch Doctor trainer, and I've already learned some of their talents, but what they give is Coward's Bane 1 and 2, Ready Spell 1 and 2, and Forbiddance. And something else. Give me just 1 second, I'm gonna go in here. I'm going to show you my talents. So, oh yeah. So, Kuro Todori teaches Witch Hunter at level 20, which is great for just about every class in the game. So definitely pick this up, since you're going to want it against both PvE and PvP Witch Doctor units. And then, more important, arguably, for Musketeers, Witch Doctors, and even Privateers who decide to go shooty staffy, is Readied Spell. You can train Readied Spell 1 at level 20 and Readied Spell 2 at level 40. Readied Spell is one of the best, and I can't overstate this enough, one of the best epics in the game. It is on par with Overwatch for ranged builds. So many Musketeers spec into staffy shooty because Overwatch and Readied Spell together work so well at reducing the enemy's accuracy. And then at rank 5, both of these push someone back by 1 space. And I believe that is so good. Forbiddance could be useful if you're into PvP, but otherwise, it's really just there. It's an extra thing if you want to try it out. Coward's Bane 1 and 2 are interesting to fit on a build if you can. If not, don't worry about it. But yeah, Witch Doctor 1 and Overwatch... Sorry. Ready Spell 1 and 2 are definitely great talents to get from Kuro Todori. So now I'm going to pause the video again, and when I come back, we are going to see the Musketeer trainer. Now, before I go, keep in mind, you need to learn staffy weapons too in order to start learning from Kuro Todori. So just keep that in mind. Alright, enough time has passed. Let's go back in here and see the final trainer.
Quickly, noble captain. I am not long for this place, but I have knowledge I can impart to you if you are willing to learn.
This is Firenzian. He is the Musketeer trainer, so you need shooty weapons to train. And of these talents that he trains Parting Shot 1 and 2, which is about the same as Coward's Bane 1. But he also teaches, and I'm going to go into my epics real quick. He teaches Burst Fire at level 20, and he teaches Overwatch at level 20, and then again at level 40. So Overwatch 2 and Burst Fire 1 is extremely helpful for Musketeers, and it's also helpful for witch doctors and privateers who want to go the shooty Daffy route, which most tend to do, and for good reason. For reasons of which I will explain in just a second. So yeah, these are the 3 NPCs I consider to be probably the most valuable trainers in all of Pirate101, because regardless of which pirate you play, you learn quite a handy amount of epics from all 3 of them. Do keep in mind that they change every hour. So for example, if you're in Eastern Standard Time around 4 o'clock, 4 p.m., you would get the Musketeer Trainer. 5 p.m. you would get the Lost Hoplite, and 6 p.m. you would get Kuro Tadori. At least that's my understanding of it. So the reason that these trainers are important, especially for me, who is a staffy shooty musketeer, is because Witch Hunter can be used at range, which is great for musketeers and witch doctors. Anyone who goes range, so privateers with staffy shooty will also benefit from this. It's also because Burst Fire is just so good. Like, as long as you train this and then you have a piece of equipment or a pet that gives a second rank of it, you do up to 3 extra attacks per turn. And who doesn't want more attack? Now, Overwatch and Ready Spell are the true MVP talents here, because Overwatch and Ready Spell, like I said before, if anyone, and I mean any hostile unit enters within 2 spaces of you, you deal an attack. Now, ranks 1 and 2 are not all that crazy, but rank 3 is where they get good, because they both reduce accuracy by 50%. Whopping 50%. That is amazing. And then rank 5 pushes both of them back 1 space. So even in situations where they don't get pushed back, that debuff to accuracy is really going to help you in a round where they decide, hey, let's move closer to you. And obviously the melee talents are also great too, specifically for Swashbuckler, Buccaneer, and melee Privateer. I know there's some melee Privateers who are still around, because they do learn repel borders too from their class trainers, so there is that. But yeah, if you're going for melee, definitely pick up Relentless 1 from Lost Hoplite. And, you know, also grab Cerberus' Collar for follow through. That also helps really well for literally everyone. And yeah, that's kind of it. These 3 trainers are absolutely essential when you get into the higher levels. You are going to need the best epics around. Personally, I think the fact that they give Overwatch, Raid Spell, Witch Hunter, Burst Fire, and Relentless by themselves are all really good. And hey, even if you're in it for, you know, flanking and cheap shot and parting shot and Coward's Bane, those are good too. I don't use them, but if you can find a way to use them, then that's great. But yeah, this was a video on why I appreciate these trainers so much, and so glad they're in the game. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.